Let's read about the important aspects of Gupta rulers today. Administration. King were called Parameshwara, Maharajadhiraja, Paramabhattaraka. The most important officers were Kumara Matyas. Their military organization was feudal in character, that is, though the emperor had the standing army. The land revenue was one-sixth of the produce. Agrahara was the name of a village or land granted to Brahmins. Their territory was divided into bhuktis headed by Uparik, bhuktis into Vishay headed by Vishayapati, Vishay into Vithi, Vithi into Peth, and Peth into Grama. They issued the largest number of gold coins in ancient India, which were called dinars. Silver coins were called rupiaks. Social development. The castes were further divided into subcaste. Vishti or forced labor was there. Position of women declined further. First instance of sati mentioned in Iranian inscription in MP by Bhanugupta. The position of Sudras improved substantially. The practice of untouchability intensed, especially hatred for Chandalas. Fayen mentioned that the Chandalas lived outside the villages and were distanced by the upper class. Nalanda, a university was established as a Buddhist monastery during the reign of Kumaragupta. Religion. Bhagavad Gita was written during this time only. Buddhism declined. Bhagavatism centered around worshipping Vishnu or Bhagavat. History was presented as a cycle of 10 incarnations of Vishnu. The 10 incarnations are Matsya, the fish, Kurma, the tortoise, Varaha, the boar, Narasimha, the lion man, Vamana, the dwarf, Parshurama, the lumberjack, Rama, Krishna, Buddha, and Kalki, the horseman. Idol worship became a common feature. The Savatara temple at Deoghar near Jhansi, a small temple near Sanchi, and a brick temple at Bhitragaon near Kanpur belong to the Gupta architecture. They are considered the oldest temple of India. Art. 2-meter high bronze image of Buddha belonging to the Mathura school. The Buddha sitting in his Dharma Chakra mudra belongs to Sarnath. Buddha images of Bamiyan destroyed by Taliban in present day Afghanistan belong to Gupta period. Ajanta caves, Udaygiri caves, and paintings at Bagh near Gwalior in MP are of this time. They belong to the Buddhist art. There is a note. Ajanta caves are 29 rock-cut Buddhist cave monuments which date from the 2nd century BC to about 480 AD in Aurangabad district of Maharashtra. The cave include paintings and rock-cut sculptures described as among the finest surviving example of ancient Indian art, particularly expressive paintings that present emotion through gesture, pose, and form. The site is a protected monument in the care of the Archaeological Survey of India, and since 1993 the Ajanta caves have been a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Udaygiri caves are 20 rock-cut caves near Vidisha, MP from the early years of the 5th century AD. They contain some of the oldest surviving Hindu temples and iconographic in India. They are on the only site that can be verifiably associated with a Gupta period monarch from its inscription. They contain iconography of Vaishnavism, that is Vishnu, Shaktism, Durga, and Matrikas, and Saivism or Shiva. They are notable for the ancient monumental relief sculpture of Vishnu in his incarnation as the man boar Varaha, rescuing the earth, symbolically represented by Bhudevi clinging to the boar's tusk as described in Hindu mythology. Out of 20 caves, one is dedicated to Jainism and all others to Hinduism. Bagha caves are 9 rock-cut caves situated in the Vindhyas in Dhar district, Madhya Pradesh, above a seasonal stream called Baghani river. These are renowned for mural paintings by master painters of ancient India. Buddhist in inspiration of the 9 caves, only 5 have survived. Images of Vishnu, Shiva, and some other Hindu god feature at time in this period. Literature. Kalidas, the great Sanskrit dramatist, belonged to this period. His books are Abhigyana Sakuntalam, considered as one of the best literary works in the world and one of the earliest Indian work to be translated into European language. The other works being the Panchatantra and Bhagavad Gita, Ritu Samhara, Meghadutam, Kumara Sambhavam, Malavika Ganimitram, Raghuvansa, Vikramurvasi, etc. Out of this, Ritusamhara, Meghadutam, Raghuvansa were epics and the rest were plays. Apart from Kalidas, others were Sudraka, author of Mricha Chakatikam and Bhasha, the author of the plays Charudatta and Swapna Vasavatam. Vishakha Datta wrote Mudrarakshasa and Devi Chandraguptam. Vishnu Sharma compiled Panchatantra and Hitopadesh. The Gupta period also saw the development of Sanskrit grammar based on Panini and Patanjali. This period is particularly memorable for the compilation of Amarakosha, Sanskrit Thesaurus by Amarasimha. Ramayana and Mahabharata were almost completed by the 4th century AD. Science and technology. Gupta period is unparalleled for its achievements in the field of mathematics and astronomy. Aryabhatta was a mathematician astronomer during the Gupta period. His works included the Aryabhatiya and the Arya Siddhanta. His notable ideas include explanation of lunar eclipse and solar eclipse, rotation of earth on its axis, reflection of light by moon, sinusoidal functions, solutions of single variable quadratic equation, value of pi correct to 4 decimal places, diameter of earth and calculation of the length of sidereal year. For his explicit mention of the relativity of motion, he also qualifies as a major early physicist. Barahamira wrote Panchasiddhantika, relates to astronomy, and Brihat Samhita relates to astronomy, astrology, etc. Panchasiddhantika gives us information about older Indian texts which are now lost. The work is a treatise on mathematical astronomy and it summarizes 5 earlier astronomical treatises named the Surya Siddhanta, Romaka Siddhanta, Paulisa Siddhanta, Vasishtha Siddhanta and Paitamaha Siddhanta. It is a compendium of Vedanga, Jyotisha as well as Hellenistic astronomy. He said that the moon moves round the earth and the earth together with the moon moves round the sun. Brahmagupta was a great mathematician. He wrote Brahmasphutik Siddhanta, which is the first book that mentions 0 as a number. Hence, Brahmagupta is considered the first to formulate the concept of 0. He also held the view that the earth is spherical and that it attracts objects. Bhagavata was the most distinguished physician of the Ayurvedic system of medicine. Palakapya wrote Hastyagarveda, a treatise on the disease of elephants. There is a note. Court language was Sanskrit. Dhanvantari was famous for Ayurveda knowledge. He is considered the father of Ayurveda. During Gupta period, Varanasi produced the best silk cloth. Brojpot, modern Bharuch of Gujarat, handled the North Indian trade during the Gupta period. Thank you.